When we're 50-50, understand that your partner has a great ability to break you from here because of the fact that he has an inverted heel hook from here. So you can get strong breaks from this position. The issue is with 50-50 is that it's a symmetrical leg locking position. So he has just as much exposure to my heel as I have to his leg. So we can both heel hook each other at pretty much the same degree from here. Hence, named 50-50. Okay, he has 50% of the attacks. I have 50% of the attacks. Now, Bernardo actually gets a grip on my heel. What he needs is extension. So he wants to start going belly down. He wants to start looking away so that from here, I can't get to his head or his hands, and he can break me in a belly down position. So the second I feel Bernardo goes to start getting a grip on my heel, I want to immediately post my hand and scoot around the corner. So that makes it hard for him to put his knee on the floor from here. I want to pull my right heel in towards my butt and immediately come forward and get to Bernardo's head. So now when he tries to go belly down from here, it's hard for him to move away, and he can't create extension. So even if he goes to finish me from this position, just with control of his head, he can't finish me. Now I have to actually escape the lock. He can't finish me from here, but I'm still in the lock. So if I release his head, he creates extension and he finishes me. So I grab his head from here, and now I just tilt him, and I get to the elbow. Now when he goes to finish, he can put as much pressure as he wants from here. He'll never finish me.
There's no way.
I can always pull the elbow as I point my toes and kick my leg through. Now I just relock the ankles, and now I go back into attacking his leg, separating his feet, and going into the attacks. So the number one thing he needs from here is extension. If he locks in and he puts his knee on the floor and he goes belly down, he's going to finish me from here. So the second I see this, we just grab his knee and we scoot around the corner. Now we come forward and we get to his head. So even if he goes to finish me from here, because I have control over the head, it's hard for him to do so. Now we go head and elbow. Now when he goes to go belly down, there's just no way. We can always pull that grip on through, relock the ankles, and now we go right back into all our attacks.
Oh, that's incredible. Oh, Gordon, and for example, okay, so I kind of got it. This is like the heel hook, but what about straight foot lock and toe hold? What are your mindset over there?
So with Achilles locks, Bernardo's whole thing from here is he wants to go into a belly down position. If he can go belly down from here, he can put body weight into the lock and he can finish me. So the second I feel Bernardo goes to start going belly down, we're just going to take, with the Rimi Ashigarami, a grip here inside of Bernardo's knee. So now I can lean to one side, and as he goes to go belly down, I can tilt him into this position and keep him belly up. Now when he goes to finish, he can't put body weight into the lock. So it's much harder for him to break me from here. And now it's just a matter of coming up to my knee and putting weight over that foot. So with Achilles locks, even if you forget everything, just focus on the idea of putting his chest facing towards the ceiling. In any Achilles lock, he's going to get the most breaking power if he can take his chest and point it down towards the floor and apply body weight. So the second I see he goes to start going belly down, I just rock from one side to the other, and now I put weight on the foot. I keep his chest facing up, and now the chances of him breaking me drastically decrease.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting because you're always controlling my knee, right? In the last one, you also control my knee. Yeah. So there's a lot to be said about controlling the person's.
Yeah. What you want with your Ashigarami, the Ashigarami and the control of the legs and the directionality of the Ashigarami is very important. So if I just try to rock from one side to the other, and your knee's pinching down, if I try to rock this way and take you back belly up, because your Ashigarami is pointing in the opposite direction, it's hard for me to knock you over in this direction. Yeah. But if I can open up your knee and I can make your Ashigarami point in the same direction that I'm rolling towards, it makes it easy for me to take you back belly up.
Yeah.
So the Ashigarami is the control mechanism of my leg. So if I can disrupt the Ashigarami and the directionality of the Ashigarami, it's a lot easier for me to maneuver your body into positions where I can go into defensive reactions.
Got it. Man, I'm curious about the toe hold. If there's principles there that are related to those as well. So
when you go in and you start locking toe holds from this position, okay, the second I see you go to start locking a toe hold from any position, I want to start moving into positions where you can't start putting any kind of bend in my leg. So the second I see this, once you have the toe hold locked, it's going to be hard for me to actually go into any slips or anything like that. So the second I see, just let go. The second I see Bernardo going to lock a toe hold, I can't let my toes start pointing towards him. This is when he goes in and locks up. So the second I see he goes to lock a toe hold, I just point my toes out in this direction.
Okay.
So now when he goes to lock from here, even if he gets his wrists locked together, it's hard for him to actually go in and actually put pressure on the toe hold.
But that it's really hard for me to create any angle here.
So the second,
unless I start giving my back or something.
Yeah. So the second I see this, I immediately just point my toes away. Now, if he actually locks a toe hold from here, and and I feel I'm looking, he's gonna go in and start finishing me. From this position, if he has, it depends on what kind of ashigarami he has, but if he has this kind of ashigarami, you have two choices. You can either, one, disrupt the ashigarami by peeling the foot off the hip and then just sitting on top of your partner's leg. Because now when he goes to break me from here, there's no ashigarami in place. Yep. Now I can just start turning out and away. And now when he goes to finish a toe hold, his legs don't control me, and now I can look to go in and just slip. Or if I feel it comes on too tight, then I just go into a roll where I just hit my basic roll, and now from here, we can start going in and rolling out and separating our partner's legs as we go into a roll. So you have your early defenses, and we work all the way through. Early defenses to not let him get a hold of the lock. Then we go into our early submission defense where he has the lock, but there's no actual pressure on it yet. And then late defenses where I'm about to get finished and I have to escape from there. And then we go into end games as well, where I've done everything. He just beat me. And if you don't hit all these steps and you get to the end of the road, here's the end game, and here's where I have to tap or I get broken.
Good. Two more questions. So one, you just came back from the camp with John Jones. I think one of his goals was to learn like leg lock defense and leg lock attacks, right? How was that?
It was good. He actually asked me, I was like, when do you want to work on? He's like, oh, I know you're like a leg lock guy. I want to learn some leg locks. I'm like, okay. So we went over some leg locks, but then we trained a little bit, and he realized that I could do more than leg locks. Okay. And so we ended up just going over like a full scope of things, upper and lower body. But he definitely wanted to go over some, he just likes doing leg locks. So we went over some heel hooks and stuff like that, offensive and defensive. His big things, obviously, are not to get caught in bottom when there's punches. And we went over a whole list of things. Started with some leg locks just because he's new to them and he's interested just in learning just for himself. And then we kind of built off into, different, wrestling and other submissions and stuff like that.
Good. And then last question, I think it's a curiosity of everybody here. So you have one of the best leg lock attacks in the world and the defense as well. I think I never saw you tapping for a foot lock. No. I think you never done in your career, right?
No, never been.
Does it happen on training?
Rarely. I will get submitted occasionally, but I get submitted with arm bars, strangles. Like I just put myself in submissions and then try to escape them. So I definitely will get submitted with leg locks, but if I'm going hard, it's very rare that I get finished with leg locks. Yeah, but a guy like Big Dan, for example, I think if he gets it, then Dan has an issue with any submission. He locks his hands and then just moves a little bit, and you're like, oh, well, that's broken now. And his Achilles lock is super strong, especially with Dan. Like the second he locks an Achilles, I'm like, keep him belly up, or you're gonna get broken.
No, that's awesome.
What's up, guys? Well, you're here again with BJJ Fanatics for a fun little instructional we have today, shutting down this over back grip, which everyone just randomly calls Octopus guard now. When you use it correctly, it can actually be like a cool little series. Like it is an effective move. It's not really so much of a guard. It's more of like a scrimmaging position. Like when you get taken down, you kind of scrimmage out of this position, or you use it to turn it into scrimmages. But it's a pretty cool position. It can be used effectively if you do it right.